school, or as kids that we were always asked by our parents that annoyed us, which is, what'd you learn today? Americans are waging a cultural battle over what kids are going to learn. And that battle is going on in the form of school boards that are now deciding the lessons that public school teachers in America are going to teach your children. Our next guest compares public schools in America to re-education camps in China, where he says brains are washed and hearts are cleansed. Brains are washed there. People are tortured in China as well. So is it a fair comparison? Bill CHOSLOVSKY joins us now. He's the author of a new article for Real Clear Politics, calls America Re-Education Camps. Bill, appreciate you being with us. Is this really a fair comparison?
I mean, in all candor, it's purposefully hyperbole. But the reality is, I was tuned into it. I'm just a parent, like, call me Homer Simpson, like most folks. 3 kids. My wife and I believe strongly in public schools. And right on our border, we live in Chicago, so we're kind of swimming upstream with these issues. And in Evanston, which is right next door, I read an article, and that's what motivated me to write, about a teacher who filed a federal lawsuit there based on the curriculum of what they're teaching first and second graders in the classroom.
I think we have some of the graphics that you pointed out in your article. Tell us what about these graphics that you found so offensive.
I mean, I would hope a lot of commentary is not necessary here.
It says whiteness is a bad deal. It always was. Dude, we can see your ponytail. Contract binding you to whiteness, you get, and lists all of these things. Now, were they making kids sign that? Were they using it as a teaching material? What upset you?
I mean, it's a teaching material. This is part of the sanctioned curriculum. This district we're talking about is 7,000 students, 15 schools, 1st through 8th grade. And they're not teaching, well, when I say they're not teaching math, that this curriculum, I would hope, if you switch the labels to any other ethnicity, I would hope we would all be abhorred. We should be. They're also separating teachers during training literally by race. Their 5th grade teachers are supposed to teach or indoctrinate, again, as part of the curriculum, that, quote, colorblindness helps racism. I repeat, colorblindness.
And you're saying this is so this is part of the curriculum that you're trying to change.
When I'm commenting on it in terms of trying to change, what can I'm trying to do.
You could run for school board.
Well, I'm in Chicago. I did run for my local school board because my attitude is you shouldn't complain. You should try to come with a solution. And it strikes me, though, we all like to complain about what goes on in Washington, D.C., in the Oval Office. The reality is, what affects your family's daily life
more than anything
more so is
the
school board. Local school board.
Yeah, and that's where we're seeing these debates happen. If we had more time, we'd play a couple of them and get you to comment on them. And that's where the debates are happening. And that's where some of the most fervent campaigning is going on right now in elections around America in these small school boards that used to not really be covered at all. Bill, thank you very much. We'll talk to you as the school year comes to a beginning. Coming up, this affects everybody who has an iPhone. Apple's new surveillance technology has raised